Nikolai Capone podcast number 47. I'm joined with these lovely people today. JayZ K, the
Happy
Raisin Man,
holidays. Happy holidays, bastards.
and then I am also joined with King G.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Mhm.
Damn it, you stole my.
That's a bar.
That's a
That's a
motherfucking
bar.
bar. And then last but not least at all, Zen Master Ken. I almost said Zen. Zen Master Zen.
Yeah.
Zen on them.
What up, y'all? Happy holidays. It's my first time here. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Hey,
Getting
big
it.
claps, big claps. Hey,
Yes, sir.
so
Happy-
Kenny, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, sure. Texas native, born in Fort Worth. Currently, I'm going to medical school right now, so I'm studying.
There you go.
I'm studying like different forms of medicine. Interested in like emergency medicine, neurology, possibly like interventional radiology. There's a lot of things that I'm interested in right now, but just basically learning as much as I can, and just trying to build. With
Oh, yeah.
my fiance recently engaged too, so it's
Okay.
been like a whirlwind. It's been like a
Big shit.
whirlwind.
Mm.
Yeah, it's but yeah,
Let's see.
Nikolai, he asked me to be on the podcast. Like during like its inception, we kind of always talked about it and like traded around ideas and stuff. So like I'm really happy to be here finally. And
Yeah, he was supposed to
Yeah.
normally be like the first person that was on the podcast. We talked about it and everything. It's pretty crazy that
Yeah,
we finally got him.
We got you here,
We
man.
got
I'm
him.
glad to witness.
Yo,
Yeah.
holla at me when you get that prescription pad, though, baby. My lower back been killing me.
We'll see. Depends on what field I go into. So we'll see.
Hell yeah. That's our guy.
We got a lawyer. We got a lawyer right here, and then we got a pre-med
sir.
student on the. Fuck, I have my mind mirrored. So
Bless
anyway,
up.
we got him right here.
On
See,
the left side.
Oh, gee.
we're
We
trying
got
not to
King.
be what is it called?
Hold up.
Delinquents.
Before I don't want to interrupt y'all, but we got to show love, man. Happy birthday. I don't know how you say your name. Is it
Lamo.
Lamo?
Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday,
You
so
call
clap
it,
it
Sam.
up.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
The birthday
I feel
boy.
you, man. My birthday
Yeah.
just passed a couple days ago, on the 22nd. So I see you, bro. I see the vision.
Sit on Santa's lap and let's talk about what you want for Christmas.
He's so dope.
Hey, man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what was it? Happy birthday, Risey, bro. Your birthday was
Really,
just yesterday, right?
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you,
It was-
man.
yeah,
Thank
yesterday,
you, brother.
right?
It was 2 days, the 22nd.
2 days ago. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Happy
you don't
birthday,
listen.
Risey. You know.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy
Oh.
belated.
I told him
Thank
happy
you, bud.
birthday probably before everybody else.
Well, he just said it was 2 days ago. He's like, yes. See, you
I saw
never
it.
listen to
No, I
us.
saw it. You sent the message. You sent the
I
message.
sent
Okay,
the
okay.
message.
You
Good.
sent that. You sent that through.
I sent it through. You know, I
Yeah.
had to.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What was
Shit,
it?
it's Christmas Eve. It's real festive. It snowed over here, so it's like
Man.
Oh, we know it's snowing over there.
That's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Mm.
No, like it really snowed over here for real. It was no snow yesterday, and then
Oh, damn.
overnight it was like here you go down. It was like,
I heard you
"Here's
talking shit.
Take it.
Yeah, Texans aren't used to that. That's for sure.
No,
Bro.
not at all.
I'd
Bro.
rather take that climate. Shoot,
Oh my god, bro. Like
warmer
you
climate
don't
for
understand, Risey, bro. Like people
Yeah.
fucking flip, bro. Like they don't know what to do when it comes to snow. It's insane.
Christmas. Yeah,
Like they didn't know
Yeah.
how what was to put like salt down or anything like that, bro. The last time it came around, they didn't know about any of that stuff. We people driving on all this shit like on frozen ice and everything. It was insane, bro.
You remember that
Damn.
pile up on 35, bro? Dude, like
Yep.
20 people
Damn.
went to the hospital, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
swear.
man.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much
Yeah.
snow?
That
How
was
much snow
like-
dropped?
For us,
Well,
a
see,
lot.
It's not.
It was all
It's snow, but it's
Relatively.
like it's icy.
It's-
It's
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
frozen
icy.
rain. Yeah. No
That
matter how
black,
much frozen rain.
yeah, that black
Black
ice.
ice is no joke.
yeah. Black ice is no fucking joke over here.
Nope.
It's no
What's it
joke
like
anywhere.
living in the
Yeah, straight
past?
up.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's just man, they just don't know what to do. It's insane, bro. It's honestly insane.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
That's
bro.
what it
Like we about to die and everything. Like, bro, Texas has its own like power grid,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think it was in February, right?
I couldn't believe it when shit froze over there last year?
Yeah, well, yeah. It was
Everything
really
froze
kind of
over.
like,
I was
It was
like,
bad,
this is
man.
not happening, man. This is terrible.
bro. I had my little puppy at the time, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's fucking like at least probably like 20 or 30 degrees in the house. I'm like,
Jeez,
no, you
man.
gotta make it. I just fucking got you.
Real.
It's like, nah, we gotta stay together.
People were like bundling up with each
Yeah.
other, lighting candles to stay warm.
Bro,
Like,
people
Hell
were
nah.
dying in their house, bro.
yeah,
That's nuts, bro.
It's insane. New York
That's
would never
nuts.
allow it.
Nah, man, we just acclimate. I still hate the snow to this day, but like,
Mhm.
yeah, we just used to it at this point.
Yeah,
Are
about
you
to
up
He
say.
north
said,
or
"What's it
what?
like living in the past?" Oh, he's celebrating Christmas. He's way out. He international.
What's it like?
We
All right, dog.
international.
International.
Yeah,
But yeah,
like
speaking of Christmas though, you talking about the Christmas movies? What's your
You
go
wanna-
to?
what was it?
What's your go to with the Christmas movies?
Man, I was thinking
There's a
about
lot.
that. There is a lot of Christmas movies, but there's also not a lot of good Christmas movies too.
Yeah.
True.
That's the thing.
Okay, so I
I'll
got a
let Kenny.
couple. If we'll lay the field here. So like
True.
the one my grandma, dude, she came home with this movie. It was like I was like only like 5 years old, dude. The movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold
Yes.
Schwarzenegger and
Yes.
Sinbad.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
That's a good
classic.
one.
Mhm.
It's funny. Not only is it funny, but it's like it's heartwarming at the end because not only does like
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger go through like all these shenanigans to try and get Turbo Man for his son, but like
Mhm.
at the very end he finally does get the toy for his son, but then his son gives it away. So like it's like it has like the spirit of Christmas like laced with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he became governor of California.
Laced with Arnold.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, dude, it's so nostalgic. Like it's 90s like wrapped in a nutshell, but it's a very good movie
Mhm.
still.
Yeah.
Bags. It's a
Hell
super
yeah.
fire movie. That was one of my movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Jingle all the way for sure.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way. And then honestly, like people, this kind of shows like I'm a little bit immature at times. Like what I watch, but Eight
Facts.
Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
fucking
no,
love that movie.
Yeah, that's
That's
on point.
excellent.
It's so it's such a good fucking movie, bro. Like Adam Sandler's on top tier comedy.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
one of his better movies though.
It
Like,
really
I don't watch
is.
it all the time, but it's one of his better joints
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
I wish he would do more animated films like that. Actually, that
For
was
real
Yeah.
though.
it was really unique.
The
Yeah,
fucking
it was-
basketball scene killing me every
Yeah.
time. I'm weak.
Okay, but in real life, Adam Sandler like really is good at basketball. So like,
Mhm.
I do feel like
Yeah, he
part of the
is.
story really is like
Yeah, he's a hooper.
truthful.
What
He's
the
good
hell?
at basketball.
He got a
Yeah.
jumper. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Damn.
He still plays pickup and he's got a jumper for real.
Yeah, he's
Oh
good.
damn.
I'm pretty sure there's YouTube videos out there. So if you're
Yeah.
listening, Adam
Check it
Check it
Sandler.
out.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say, yeah,
Do
we
your
gotta-
research.
Yeah.
You know what they
Yeah.
say?
You're welcome
Appreciate
to
a
be
legend,
Adam
bro.
Sandler.
Yeah.
You know-
For me,
Oh no, you can go. You can go. You good?
I'll say for me, you already know what it is. Home Alone. I
Mm.
gotta watch
Oh,
it
yeah.
at least one
Classic.
time in the season. At
Yeah,
least
yeah.
once.
It's a classic, bro.
Yep.
It's a bona fide classic.
It's
What
always
else do I
on the
watch?
holidays too. It's like always
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
Christmas.
I watch
That's-
Friday After Next. It's about
Yes.
community. It's a Christmas
Yeah.
movie. And then there's a lot of range. It's Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
Ooh,
God damn it, that
Ooh.
was mine.
man.
No. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna let you expound on how dope it is because you already know the vibes.
Okay.
Okay. That's an alley oop to you.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's-
Those are
Let
the
me-
three I gotta watch at least once during the season.
Facts.
It's gotta be Home Alone, fucking Friday After Next,
Mhm.
and Die Hard. Those three.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to disagree, Nick. There's actually, I think, a few good ones. Jingle All the Way, top 5, definitely. Home Alone
100%.
is a classic, legendary Christmas movie. Eight Crazy Nights is good. I didn't even think about that one. But yeah, Die Hard,
Yeah.
by far my favorite,
Oof.
my best.
Easy.
I mean, you got Gruber, you got Bruce Willis walking through glass barefooted. He was accidentally invited to the Christmas party. I mean, the one-liners, Bruce Willis at his finest. That movie was crazy good.
That's the one, and it's right. It's wild, unique because that's the only one that's like, man, I'm a man. Fuck
Yes.
yeah! Like, that shit
Yes.
is like really on. They about that action. Really
Exactly.
that movie, and it's a classic. You can play it anytime, but it's especially hits at
Yeah,
Christmas.
not
Oh,
many
wait.
movies get that whole, because this has been an argument and a debate for years. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
It is.
I mean,
Nah, it is.
I agree. Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
is.
But
Nah,
I'm
it-
saying not many movies get that debate. That's how it wasn't. I don't think it was meant to be a Christmas movie, but I mean, it evolved into a Christmas
And
tradition
it's
movie.
crazy. I can guarantee you, a lot of us are 80s, 90s babies, so
Mhm.
we were young when it came out. Guarantee you, the vast majority of us watched it at a young age because we had older cousins, or older
Yep.
brother, sister, whatever, popping that thing in middle Christmas. And we
Mhm.
just came through being badass kids, seeing what the hell's going on.
Bags. No,
The first
he
time I
ain't
saw it,
lying.
I
He
wasn't
ain't
supposed to
lying.
watch. We
Mhm.
all were supposed to watch the first time we
Yes.
did.
No doubt, no
And it
doubt.
was fire. It's been fire since.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
also,
a
I mean,
tradition. So if my child down the road, if I can have a child, a son, or daughter even, I'm playing Die Hard and they're gonna
Yeah.
watch it the same way. I'm gonna sit
Said, "Fuck it.
down.
daughter,
it's
it don't
crazy.
matter."
Don't watch. Close your eyes. I'm
Yep.
telling you, it's a tradition.
You know what's a very underrated movie, bro?
Mhm.
Personally, because I really like the claymation of what they were doing. It was the Year Without a Santa Claus. That movie's fire. I don't care what
Really?
anybody
Yeah.
says.
I don't know if I've seen that
I don't
one.
care what anybody
That's
says.
a
That shit
class.
is fire. That
They
shit
even
is
play that.
fire.
It used to be like on CBS. Like you see like Frosty Snowman and
Yeah,
Rudolph.
this is one of those like
Yeah.
those CBS specials, like
Mhm.
Yo,
Rudolph.
the Abominable Snowman was scary
Yeah,
as hell when they he looked like cracked out.
He did look cracked out. I
The
will say.
miner,
cracked
the
out.
miner always freaked me out when he would like chop the silver with his axe and then
Yeah,
lick
he'd
his
be like,
axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
why are you licking that silver, bro?
Why
That's
you so
how get
hardcore?
disease.
That's weird.
Yeah. Hey, okay,
Oh,
Zen
oh,
Master Zen.
man.
What happens? You're getting the medical. What happens if you lick silver and you get that in your system? I think something bad happens,
Yeah.
don't it?
If you lick, so you'd have to lick a lot of silver first of all. You know,
The way he was
kinda
going?
I
outside of
was
That
like,
man
where
was
he
going
was
crazy.
going, he might be
He's
licking a
been
lot of
licking it
silver.
for like 60 years, so
I don't know. You probably get some type of silver toxicity that I don't know
poisoning
exactly
of the
what it
blood.
is, but anytime you get like rare metals in your system like in abundance, it's never really good. There's like
It's
lead
not-
toxicity. There's
Yeah.
like any type of rare metal that's like
It's got a
doesn't have
mixture, right?
salts. Yeah, it's not
so
good.
swallowing my gold to keep it safe isn't a smart thing to do, right?
Oh fuck no.
God,
No.
dude. Oh my god. I'm at. Oh
Get that
god,
checked
bro. The whole process afterwards.
No, sir.
Oh Jesus, bro.
No, sir.
I make sure it's perfectly
No,
rounded, no
sir.
sharp edges. Ain't nobody getting
Hey,
my
man.
motherfucking gold.
Ain't
We
nobody.
should have best of luck. At that point,
To be fair, you
we
are
just-
Irish.
You better
Yes,
fucking
man.
believe it there, lad.
I
Who's ready to get
Yo.
fucked up on New Year's
But-
Eve?
Christmas and cartoons. The Christmas and cartoons has always been
Mhm.
The
So
Nightmare
about
Before
too.
Christmas. We didn't even say that.
Yeah,
That's a banger.
Yes.
That's a banger, bro.
Is that
is that
okay.
a Halloween or is
Is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? That's
Both-
this is
Both
the
of
debate
them. Both of
Okay,
them.
that's a good
there. You
debate.
say both of them. I'll lean it towards Halloween, but me
Really?
personally,
Yeah.
but it's obviously a Christmas movie.
because
Mhm.
they do have like a second
In
one
his
I think
face.
that is like more Christmas oriented.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
But-
true. It does
It's a
kind of
Christmas
lean
movie.
more.
I guess we're going
More-
for like
but-
honorable mentions. So like
Yeah.
one of my favorites, honestly, it didn't make the list, but like just the original Santa Claus with Tim Allen, like
Yeah,
all the
okay.
other ones, they
Yeah.
bastardized that franchise.
Yeah,
like,
they
so
did.
badly.
They did. Oh, you're
But the
right. They did
original,
bastardize the shit.
Like
Yeah,
whenever
they
they
did.
went to like the original like Santa Claus factory, they were making like the hot chocolate and everything. That scene is
Yes.
just like
Tough.
so perfect. It's like perfectly
Mhm.
captures like a kid's imagination of like the North Pole. It's great.
Yeah.
My name is Bernard.
My name is Bernard. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that just brought like a wave of like memories.
Oh shit, dude. That shit had me dying. I
Obviously,
rewatched
Elf.
that shit.
Elf and Will Ferrell.
Elf.
Oh,
At first, I was a hater of
Yes,
it,
dude.
but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a Will
It's not-
Ferrell fan. I'm sorry. I
Me
mean, the
neither.
movie was
I'm not the
good the
biggest
first
one.
couple of times, and I see why
Yeah.
it's a traditional Christmas. It's on every year.
Mhm.
But for me personally, I liked it the first once, twice, but it's not one me personally wanted to watch over and over again
Yeah,
every year.
me neither.
But you
I'll
can't
just put
also
it out
forget
there.
Christmas Story. It's not a great
Yeah.
movie, don't get me wrong, but they play it every year for like what 24,
Yeah.
48 hours on TBS.
Yeah,
Oh,
Great,
man.
like
every
back to
year,
Oh yeah,
back
yeah.
to back.
You won't ever catch
On
me
the
watching
day,
that
on
movie.
Christmas Day. It's always Christmas Day. You know it's gonna be played somewhere. It's guaranteed.
The only
Speaking
part of
of,
the movie I like is when
It's
he
one of the
licks
greatest
Hulk.
background movies you can ever have.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
if you have
definitely.
Christmas
Yeah.
dinner,
Yeah. Mhm.
that's where you would put on the back Christmas Story.
Mhm.
that reminds me of what was it like? You know, I'm kind of changing it just a smidge, I guess you could say. But
Sure.
what do y'all think about what was it? Christmas music. You know, like what's your favorite song, worst song?
Okay.
You know,
Can I just start out by saying they start playing Christmas music just a tad bit too early?
Way too
Facts.
Just like
What's your
Facts.
you'll be
definition
hearing
of
it in
too early?
November, bro. It like
What's your
it's
definition?
October.
like
I've heard
November.
it in October, mid-October.
yeah.
I've heard.
Okay, that's
Oh my god.
This
That's
is
a
wild.
little too much. Yeah.
it should
When
be played
November
the day
hits-
after Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the day after,
that's
that's acceptable. Like that's when lights should start coming up. But dude, some people
that's
just
when
break
it
through
is
with it.
supposed to be, but it usually starts the day after Halloween, like November
Okay.
1st. They start
That's-
rolling it out. I get it,
Yeah.
but yeah, the day after Thanksgiving is really when you
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
shut it
it's
up.
you killing it, bro. I ain't trying to hear
Yeah.
Mariah sing.
Dude, she gets superpowers come this time of year.
Bro,
dude.
the
Come November,
sales.
She's like, oh,
She's
she like
different.
becomes Thanos, dude.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
like
bank account be going crazy.
Hey, for real.
Or
though.
November.
she be hitting platinum every year.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. She makes like 1-2 years worth of revenue and income off of 2 months in the year.
Yes.
She figured it out.
Insane. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
it.
bro.
Mhm.
I'm
figured
making
it
a
out.
Christmas cover thing myself. Shit, you know.
I'm-
Everybody else coming
yeah,
up with them.
it
You know what I'm
depends.
saying?
Yeah.
I don't like hearing the same songs. I like Christmas songs, but I just don't like singing the same ones over and over on repeat over like a short period of time.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh
space it out.
God.
I gotta space it out.
Hell,
That being
Like-
said, Holly Jolly Christmas is a fucking banger.
Yeah,
It's a banger.
that man was going crazy. Have a holy jolly Christmas, and then you have the background singers in the back. I'm like, y'all killed that. They want some shit. I'm back.
Yeah.
It's gonna be remembered forever, dude.
Oh my goodness. Give me just 1 second, y'all. Y'all keep talking about Christmas songs and like what's the worst ones. I'll be right back.
My
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
one, I'll tell you what, I'll give you I can't really say I got a favorite. I guess the top three. Rock Around the Christmas Tree, Silent Night, and
Yeah.
I'd say the Rudolph the reindeer song. My worst one though, I got as much, and I do like to listen to sometimes, but I think the worst one they have is like 13. Was that 13 Days of Christmas? That's like,
Yeah, I'm cool on the 5th day of Christmas. All right, fam.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Like I'm
and
cool
see,
on.
white people had to go ahead and make a redneck version of it, and it was
You did?
so fucking. And I like parodies, but that was so fucking bad. The
It was
redneck,
bad for real.
Google redneck 13 Days of Christmas or 12 Days of Christmas.
All right,
That was horrible, bro.
that could have been a gem.
Grandma
That
got
could've
ran
been a
over.
gem, too.
Yeah.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Oh,
That's
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Dude,
I'm
I
like,
don't know what to think about that
oh,
song.
man.
Now, you know that was an old white couple right there.
oh my god.
They in the middle of it. They're in the thick of it.
I mean, the
Man.
worst songs are the ones they come caroling to your house with. That's
Yeah.
Those are no.
I gotta be honest, I haven't seen carolers in probably
Nah, that shit dead, bro.
10 years.
My school was trying to do it, dude. They were trying to recruit people to like go caroling. I was like, I don't know about that, man. It's kind of cold outside.
Like, my parents' neighborhood, 1 year, some kids did it, and it was cool. Like they were kids, so we were like, we can't even shit on the kids. But if they're adults, no.
Hey,
Like, go spend
thanks,
time
though.
with your family, man. Like,
But I got it. And Christmas for me, the Christmas songs, Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas," this like a black staple in the black community. Nat King Cole's, it is for real.
Yeah.
It is?
Chestnuts roasting on the open fire.
oh man, dude, that's like some
That's a
boss shit
banger.
right there.
Yeah, you
That's-
gotta have a little scotch or something.
Yes, dude.
Or
Literally,
some
Man.
ice sitting by
like
the
next
fire.
next to a fire.
You
yeah,
hear
that's-
that?
Oof,
On vinyl,
that's a vibe, dude. That's a vibe.
that's a
Bro.
vibe. That,
I wanted to,
and this song, I just want to put this out there. Paul McCartney is simply having a wonderful Christmas time. It's arguably the best and the worst Christmas song at the same time. Structure wise, that song's some utter bullshit. But it is so distinctive. You gotta love it. It's like one of those. It's
You love to hate it,
simultaneously the best and the worst Christmas song ever.
bro.
It's crazy.
I think
Like-
he said something about writing that song, saying it wasn't supposed to be a Christmas song, but it turned into one, something like that.
Wow.
Okay, so he was bullshitting. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, actually, then it's not even bad then. If he's a genius for that. Because I knew it just sounded like
Oh
he
my God.
bullshitting.
You said he sounds like it's
But
bullshit.
those are the three distinctive. Obviously, Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
she's got it on lock.
Yeah, she does have it on
Unbeatable,
lock.
dude. She's just
Bing
intense.
Crosby, a lot of the other guys, a lot of classics, you know, that you can't go wrong with.
I think one
Stevie
that
Wonder,
who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Stevie Wonder. Oh, yeah. Stevie Wonder had that on lock for a minute too.
for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm almost ashamed to remember this, but as a '90s kid, I'm pretty sure like NSYNC came out with like some
They
type
did.
of like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Christmas
They did.
album. It was so bad, but I had sisters that were kids.
But they sold.
I would be hearing it.
I thought he was
It's
up
sold
one
so
upping
much.
it, you know, big upping it.
Now, that was just purely marketing. They sold so much, made so much money off that.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. Dude, they were so huge. Like boy bands in the '90s, dude.
Bro, they're unstoppable.
Crazy.
Unstoppable, bro, for real.
Everybody.
Yeah, Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys.
But now look at
NSYNC,
like what's happening in
98
South Korea, man. They
Degrees.
got like
They just
BTS,
brought it
they got
back
on
over
lock.
there.
Yeah.
So
Bro.
we're gonna bring it back out there. Make
Yeah,
it money.
like, man, I gotta say, for me, dude, like, as far as Christmas songs go, I don't know if anybody else said it while I was gone, but
Mhm.
Last Christmas by Wham, overpowered.
Overpowered.
That shit's
Yeah.
a good song.
It needs to get nerfed, bro.
Bro, it needs to get fucking nerfed, bro. I was listening to it, and I could not turn it off. What was it? A few days ago, bro. I just had it on repeat. I was like, "In twice my."
Oh, that song.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, I've heard this. Yeah,
Bro, it's so fire. You need to sample it, bro.
I see. I'm gonna check it out.
Bro,
That's
like
wild.
Wham is just Wham when they were doing their thing. Who was it? Who's the two dudes in Wham? Because one of them was actually broke out to be a super popular person. I can't remember though.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, can you? What was it? Also, King G, can you silence your phone, please? I'd appreciate it, my man. Thank you.
Excuse me.
No, I was gonna put it in the chat, but honestly, I have too much stuff right there. But appreciate you, my man. Thank you. What was it? Let's see. But yeah, did everybody say their songs?
Yeah.
Everybody said their songs. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What was it?
Yeah, we all said it, but then you were talking about the Christmas presents.
Oh
No,
yeah.
oh
I was
my
saying best
God.
and worst Christmas
We gotta-
presents, bro.
You know, my girl and I, we opened ours today because tomorrow we're upstate in New York, so we're heading to the city tomorrow to watch the Knicks game. So we're gonna
Okay.
Okay. Subtle
we're going to
flex.
Knicks. Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
say that in public. But
I think you showed me the. Did you
I
show
got
the
it.
sheets or like you tell what seats you got or something? I can't remember.
No, those seats. Those were okay. Now I'm gonna start like I'm flexing, but that was when we went to LA.
Oh,
We went to the
okay.
Lakers game.
Bro,
That was
bro, you were close
Yeah.
as fuck, bro. You were super close. I was.
Yeah, I'd never been to the Staples Center, so it's like we gotta watch a game. The Lakers are trash, though.
Hey, for real.
Golly,
They,
No,
sh-
for
they
real,
shouldn't
though.
be trash, not with their roster, but
just
That's
with that
what I'm
roster, letting us
Yeah.
all down. I'm a Knicks fan, so I'm extremely excited as you see.
You know,
That's one of the better
You gotta be
Christmas
in- you
gifts
gotta
I've
be.
gotten in my life. So I'm gonna just start
your
like
wife
that.
gift.
Yeah, my girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh,
She got
God.
me that for. So my birthday's nearby. She got it as a combo.
Man,
But
that's
mostly
that's
Christmas.
awesome.
But she was like, "There's a Christmas gift. I'm down."
oh, dude, that's fucking
Okay.
nice, bro. That's
Hell
a
yeah.
good fucking gift, bro.
It's one of the better gifts I've
Facts.
gotten
Mhm.
ever. So I'm grateful.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking dope, bro. You
The
gotta
worst
appreciate those.
gift I got. The worst gift I got. This lady gave this cake. It was like a remix of a fruit cake. And I was like,
Wait, that was as a gift?
yeah, to me. And
What
she
the
said it for my
fuck?
birthday and Christmas. I was like, you shitting me?
Wow.
I did not eat that.
Well,
Just believe
he's
I
like,
did
damn,
not
that's
eat
such
that.
a
I was a
bad
kid.
gift. I'm out.
I was a kid. I was like, no. It smelled funny. I was like,
Ooh, no
Yeah, you got to be
bueno.
careful what you give a kid, man.
I was like, you trying to set me up.
Bro.
You set me up for
Yeah.
failure.
Bro, oh my god, man. Fucking
Hell nah.
I think getting bad gifts as a kid is like the worst thing, bro.
Bro, like when you get
Like you
socks as a
remember
kid,
those
bro,
forever. Like
Yeah.
like if they don't
Absolutely.
give you if you don't get a Christmas gift if you don't get a Christmas gift as an adult, it doesn't really matter. But as a kid, bro, if you get trash
Mhm.
Christmas gifts, bro,
It's
oh my god.
it's either fondest memories or trauma. It's either way.
there's no in
There's
It's
between.
what
no
it
in
is.
between.
There's
There's
no
no
in
Yeah.
in
between.
between.
Yeah.
It's no in between as a kid.
Because kids
Bro.
are like always like comparing each other's Christmases, like even like subconsciously, you know. It's like,
Mhm.
like
Facts.
they all get back together at school. They're like, "What'd you get?"
You know
for
the kid like the
Yeah.
kid in, you knew the kid in kindergarten when he got the Super Nintendo.
Oh
Like
yeah.
or the
Facts.
Genesis, you were like, oh shit, he got it. Then you want to be friends with him all of a
Oh
sudden
yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
get to his birthday party. It's like we did way too much as kids.
Uh,
I mean, it's terrible.
I have to piggyback off that
And
a
then
little
when you
bit
get when you
because
get the when you find I'm sorry when you
no,
finally
you're
get
good.
the system and then you feel like the man and then you get
That's
the
facts.
and
That's
then
facts.
you got to convince. I know some kids did this if they get late. You got to convince because your parents won't get it, but you got to convince the uncle or like the aunt or somebody to get you the violent ass game
yes.
back in the like to get Mortal Kombat. I had to
Oh my
convince
god, yeah.
family to get me UMK3 for
Ultimate
Sega.
One of the
Ultimate
best.
Mortal
One of the
Kombat.
best. Yeah, Ultimate Mortal
UMK3.
Kombat.
They
That shit
slid
was
it for
crazy.
your boy, and they said, "Here you go."
Hey.
And you know
And
those
so I
games
just
weren't
had it in
cheap
my
either.
collection. So
Oh.
I just put it in my collection, but they never really checked my collection. So I would like play it when they're not paying attention.
Uh-huh.
And
Man.
yeah, it
Why,
was a whole
Ricey,
scene.
why is their heads flying off the screen?
Get over here.
Yeah.
Ricey, get your ass
I
over
got in
here.
so much trouble when they figured it out.
Oh man, they figured it out.
They hit it,
Oh,
they hit it,
man.
and everything until I got older. I was mad, but then my friends all had it. A lot of my friends had it, so it was like I just
The
chilled with them.
the
But they
damage was
confiscated
done.
it from me. But hey, look,
Confiscated. Oh my gosh.
no, they gave it back eventually.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they was just like whatever, keep your collection. Like look,
Keep your evil stuff
Yeah,
over
fond
here.
memory stuff.
And like you look at the graphics back then, are you really that mad?
No, they use real people.
Hey, that was
Like
fire.
that's genius.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was revolutionary for back then.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, people were just a little too. I feel like people were a little too upset back then for sure, but
Oh,
it was more conservative back then too.
Mhm.
Bro, they're
Better than
still
that,
raging
yeah.
against games to this day, bro. Like
To this day.
they still
Yeah,
think that like
one of the better games ever made.
Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
100%. 100%,
Hell yeah.
dude. Nintendo brought a lot of good games. Well, the Super
Oh, fuck
Nintendo.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Big
think,
facts.
man, I think my best Christmas present, bro, has to be, what was it? What's it, Toy Soldiers? It was the main characters, the bad guy and the good guy. It was Archer.
Oh.
dude, the
Tommy
Argonauts.
Lee Jones.
The
Yes.
Small Soldiers,
Yeah, no. Toy Soldiers.
Toy Soldiers. Okay,
Or is it Small Soldiers?
It's
I
small
thought it was
soldiers.
like the Small
It's
Soldiers.
Small Soldiers?
Yeah,
Yes.
Small soldiers.
Bro, oh my god, I had
Yeah.
they
two
look
of
like
them, and
Gears
those
of War
were
dudes.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Let
That
me
movie
tell
was
you,
fire too.
yeah, and the movie was good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fire.
That's man.
That's
Yeah, that's a
nostalgic,
nostalgic
bro.
one for sure.
Yeah.
I
So
looked
what's
up
your
how
worst?
much they were. I looked up how much they were, bro. And oh my
Yeah.
god, bro! It was like $400 for one of these figurines now from back in the
Man.
day. I was like, sheesh.
Oh, damn.
Damn,
That's
if I
insane.
didn't take them out the box, but I had so much
Yeah.
fun. I was playing with those motherfuckers. I
You
still
had to
remember.
play with them, bro.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had to, bro. Like, hey, not everything's
Yeah.
meant to just be stored away, bro. Like,
Mhm.
Unless you had like a parent figure that was like storing those kind of things for you, there's no way as a
Yeah.
kid you could have known like the
No,
value.
you couldn't have possibly known the vision. We're trying to
No.
play those shits, trying to build the Legos. You
Oh,
Like
yeah.
people that are
Legos
pulling
and
their
castles
Charizard
and
cards
shit.
now, like
No.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
people
All
pulling
right,
their
you
Charizard
weren't on
cards.
it. You weren't on that time. We were trying to trade them shits, and
Yes.
we just needed to have them to say we got the greatest freaking binder. or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, King
Yeah.
G has the
My
greatest
binders.
binder, bro. He has the greatest binder. It's up in his attic somewhere. We gotta find that
It is.
motherfucker, bro.
I've got
Yes, he
every
probably
original
has,
Pokemon card from the
You
original
got every
generation.
OG card.
Every one.
and it's
Do
up in
not.
his fucking attic somewhere,
You
and we
better
just
keep
haven't
that.
started. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Damn, you better
That's-
find that.
That
and
ain't
keep
going
that
nowhere.
shit.
For real, for real.
like that's easily hundreds of thousands of dollars in that binder. I already told him.
No,
I was
just no
like-
bullshit. You got the whole first edition
The
deck.
whole no.
That's
Oh
nuts.
yeah. The first generation. They're not all first
Yeah.
edition. No.
Okay.
But the
Okay.
first
But
generation.
some of them
yes.
are, but I have no
Yeah.
doubt some of them are. 100%.
Oh yeah, like I think I got Blastoise and Venusaur. I might have my Charizard as a first edition, but Venusaur and Blastoise are. A lot of them are first editions,
Yes,
but not
sir.
all of them.
Keep that.
Oh
Yeah.
Just know where it is and keep that.
yes.
That's like worth more than gold right now.
That's
Hey,
it. That's gold.
and I ain't swallowing them
Dude.
motherfuckers.
Nah, hell nah.
Ew.
Hell
And then
nah.
What's your worst gift though, Nikolai? Your
I think the
worst.
worst gift, bro, is probably socks. I fucking hated socks back then as a kid.
Yeah. As a kid, dude.
As a
Socks
kid,
as a kid.
I was like, bro, don't give me clothes. I don't want this shit.
It's
like,
You're
I already
have
supposed
so
to get
many
this at.
socks.
You're supposed to do this at what was it? What is it
On
called?
the weekend,
No, not on the weekend, but fucking
before school year
during
starts.
school. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Before
socks as a
school.
kid is nuts.
Yeah.
That was socks as a kid was a letdown.
Yeah,
They didn't care about you. They're just like, little child, here, take this.
Yeah,
Keep your
fast.
they're like, man, I really hate you. Here's some.
It's a cold world,
And
kid. Keep
we
your feet warm.
outgrew them.
Yeah,
Yeah, then you outgrow them.
I mean, hell,
So
I
it's
got
just
20
crazy.
pairs of
The
socks,
socks
but I have
right
no
now?
64.
Oh,
Oh,
I got
yeah,
socks
give me
as a
socks
Christmas
now.
gift.
Ooh,
I got the
Give me-
stance.
give me.
Okay, so like we're talking about gaming systems and stuff. The best gift I ever got for real when I was younger was a PS1. Like right
Nice.
when it came out,
That's a-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good gift.
and it came with a few games like Gran Turismo, Crash Bandicoot 2, and as a kid,
Yeah.
like anytime you get like a platformer like Spyro, I mean, dude, those games
Spyro.
games were just the best. The PS1 was an absolute like blast of an experience.
Man.
Like that's like what got me into gaming. Like really, like that and the N64, of course.
I thought you were about
Oh,
to say
yeah.
that's what God gave me.
well,
That's what God
well,
blessed.
maybe God did give it to me.
Yeah.
It's
That PlayStation 1, yeah. When PlayStation 1, I remember when I got mine, I had Gran Turismo, the OG one. I had Crash. I had Twisted Metal.
Oh man, Twisted
Ooh,
Metal. Yeah,
Twisted
those
Metal
are
was
really
so
great games
good.
too.
Then when Tekken 2 came out,
Mhm.
that was like the first time I really got acclimated to Tekken.
Mhm.
So I got
Hey,
Tekken
yeah.
2. It
You-
was mind blowing because it was like you could unlock mad characters out of
Mhm.
it. And I was like, what? I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
no
did
doubt.
this bear come from? How did I get this bear? How did I get Kuma? I'm like, yeah.
why is there this guy why is his name King and he has a tiger head on him?
Yeah, this is incredible. Man.
Bro, I will say this, bro. Like, the hood loves Tekken, bro.
Yeah.
The hood loves Tekken, bro. My
Nah, you bring
uncles,
that
bro,
anywhere.
Just fighting games in general, bro. It's just
You can bring it in.
just ready
Yeah,
for it, bro.
Tekken and Mortal Kombat, special. in the hood.
Yes,
Just
bro.
something different. Street Fighter though, you can throw that in there
Street Fighter.
too.
Yeah, that's
Street
true.
Fighter 2
That's true.
specifically.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2, but I personally like Street Fighter 3, Third Strike.
Oh
My
yeah.
favorite
What was it?
one.
What's the
That was my
Ultra
favorite.
one? Is it like it's Ultra?
EX. Was
Is that what it is?
Yeah. There's a bunch of ultras in there.
That's true. That's true. You know what? We're not even gonna try.
Yeah,
There's like
there's a bunch.
bro. They did that for so long on what was it
They dragged
on
it.
the
Yeah.
fourth one? There was like Super Ultra Mega Championship Edition.
They're like everything,
Everything.
All
Oh my god, bro. All of it.
all of it.
But yeah, what about y'all, man? What was it? King G. We haven't even heard anything.
Well, no.
about
I want to hear Zen Master's worst gift. We heard his
the
plan.
worst gift. It's still along the lines of gaming and like what we were talking about earlier, like the aunts and uncles trying to like get you the hookup.
Mm.
They tried. My aunt tried. Okay, I'll give her credit. She tried, but you know, we asked for like another controller and like we asked for like an
Oh,
N64
no.
controller.
She couldn't even get you a controller.
I know what it is.
She got a Super Nintendo controller for the N64, and it's just like,
oh no,
man,
Take it back.
man,
Take it back.
man, that's like.
Oh, that's different.
Like,
That's
it's
that
like
hurt.
I can't even.
it's like all you can say is thank you. It's like we were old enough to like we couldn't get upset. It was just like thank you, but like we never used it, just never. And it just I think it's still collecting dust.
You
to
can
this
tell
day.
that pissed him off.
Yo,
You can
you
tell
gotta
that
check
pissed
how
him
much
off
they
the way his
cost now.
eyes.
One in
Yeah.
the box. You gotta check
Oh.
out how much one in the box is. It could be something.
Yeah, it
That's
could be
true.
something.
That's-
now.
it
It's
could be
thank
worth
you,
something.
Thank you.
It could be
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
So check it out. It's no joke.
Yeah, for real.
I thought you were going to talk about how they had the off-brand N64
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
off-brand PlayStation joints,
Yeah,
and
I
it was
mean,
just like mad clunky.
yeah,
Bro,
we
you
had plenty of
couldn't
those.
do
Too. We had plenty of those too, of course.
Yeah,
You can't do clone
Neo
controllers
Pack,
like
or
back
whatever
then.
it was called.
No.
Yeah,
Them
nice,
shits
man.
worked
That-
like maybe once or twice, and then
the
them
Mad
shits
Cats
just always
controllers.
break.
The Mad
Oh
Cat
my
controllers, that's
God,
right.
yes.
The Mad Cats.
Mad
Nah,
Cat
man.
controllers were so trash back then.
Yes.
You couldn't even go to people's houses because they'll
Yeah.
give you the Mad Cat joint. And you have
Oh,
to just
they
struggle
do it on purpose.
while you
man.
get your
Yeah.
ass
It's
beat.
advantage, man.
They're like, why's my A button not working?
Yes.
Just cheating on them.
Yes.
Just fucking cheating.
There's a
bro.
chunk missing out of my analog stick, bro.
Bruh.
Have y'all had a person like kind of rig it, like to where
Yes.
the controller would actually be bad, and then like they'd
Yeah.
give it to you like
That's me. Yes.
purposely?
That's what I did in
And he used
Smash
to
Brothers
invite a
on
lot of us
64.
over. He used to invite a lot of us over, and he did that.
It just
Oh,
got to the
man.
point where you got to bring your own controller, bro.
Yeah,
it just got to
100%.
that
I remember coming to people's houses with the controller ready.
It's like
to
I'm not about to
control.
get hoed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
nah. Hell
And
nah.
then they would be going ham like, bro, you suck at this game.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
you're trash,
I'm
bro.
like, your shit doesn't work. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's the only good controller you got? You chew these shits? What are you doing?
Hey, why don't you like? I remember
Question
saying
of
like, why don't we
friendships.
switch controllers? Like, why don't we switch
Just
controllers? See what
Yeah,
happens.
dude.
Yeah, and then we never switch.
No,
would
No, I'm
never
playing one.
switch.
This is my house. It's like
that was real
Yeah.
controversial.
I still do it today.
Nah, it's
I do it with the Switch. I give
Yeah,
Nick my
but
shit.
you're nice,
my
right?
shitty
You're
controller.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a shit. I
Get the
got one
nunchucks.
controller for the Switch that plugs in, and it always
It's a home and
swerves
away.
to the left.
You-
For
you're
some
playing
reason, it
away.
always goes to the left, and I always get it to somebody else. Well, what's wrong with my controller? Like, bro, you just suck. That's all.
Oh, no, I missed it.
Bro, yeah, he does that, bro. He does that.
That's too funny, man.
Oh man.
Bro, so good, bro.
But yeah, the games you want as a kid, whenever you got them, especially in Christmas, it was always a great time.
Appreciate that, Alex, my man. Thank you for the $10, my guy.
Hey.
Appreciate you.
Salute.
Hey.
Thank you.
Salute.
Appreciate it,
Appreciate
baby.
that.
Hey, appreciate it,
From
bro.
Oakland,
Much
California.
love. Oakland, California, dude. Much love, man.
Town.
Yeah.
Thank you
What's
so
up?
much, bro.
I gotta say,
Cali,
man,
baby.
my best Christmas gift, I'd have to say it's PlayStation 2. That's the first time I went away from like the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
64. And that got me onto a lot of games that I play today, like Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors.
Woo! Dynasty Warriors.
That's
Oh
my
God.
game. Hell.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it introduced me to a lot of franchises that, I still play today. I love today.
Right.
Shit. But my worst gift, I'm afraid I got y'all all beat.
Yeah. What you got,
What is
man?
it? What is it, my man?
One Christmas when I was a kid, they gave me a Hooked on Phonics.
Oh my God, no way, bro.
So not only here, son, not only we get
They
giving
got
you
you
a
the-
present that you're not gonna like, we're giving it to you because
They got you the big ass box.
No. It's like, hey, here's son, here's a gift that you're probably not gonna like, but Merry Christmas, and then we're also giving it to you because you're stupid. So it's like, it's like a double, like, oh.
It's like a smack in the face, too.
Why are they trying to give us phonics like it was crack to say hooked on phonics, bro?
Hooked on phonics, dude.
We can't do
Oh my
anything
God.
else. Oh shit! You don't know what?
Phonics, man.
Oh shit! Dog, cat, dog, rat, dog.
Like it's a game you can play to help you learn. That was the most
Cat in
boring
the
game
hat.
I ever played. Oh my god!
Man, they couldn't just get you some books or something like and just.
I'm about to say, I'd rather get a book, bro.
I'd have felt less stupid
God,
if
they
they'd
just
give me
fell, bro.
Man, bro.
My
that
man
is-
said,
that's
hooked on
rude.
See, trauma,
phonics.
man. Trauma. That's what I'm talking about.
I know that wasn't. I know that wasn't your best gift though. What was your best gift?
I'd say the PlayStation 2.
That PS2. That PS2.
Yeah, PS2.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, no chance.
That was a game changer for me, bro. Like I don't know what it was. Like I guess like the jump from Super Nintendo to PS1 for me, it wasn't like a crazy game changer, but I felt
PS1
like
to
the
PS2 was
that's a crazy to me that was crazy.
Those graphics, bro.
Yeah.
For me,
It was built
and then it
different.
was PS2 to PS4 was another big jump.
Yep.
For me,
Yes.
From that point, and
Yeah.
Xbox 360, that was a jump.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
this
Xbox
this
was
one,
a huge jump though.
yeah,
You could play music through that bug and it looked
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? Had that little ball moving. And, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? With
we
the
might
Like-
be on one. We might be in a subtle jump now, but I think the next one, that's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking.
We're going into the metaverse, baby.
The metaverse.
We're gonna be
And
in too
Neuralink.
deep in gaming.
It's gonna be
In
metaverse
too deep.
Neuralink, bro.
In too deep in gaming.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
nuts, bro. But
Yeah.
shifting it forward. I gotta get this list, but shifting it. We were talking about. Oh yeah, everybody talking about JayZ.
Oh my
Apparently,
god.
he got on. He was promoting for Alicia Keys, which is the funniest thing. It was not even supposed to be about him. It's to promote Alicia Keys' new album. So she opened up a Twitter space or whatever, sort of like Clubhouse, and then they had
Yeah, I'm
a
about to say, is it
discussion about
Clubhouse or
certain
Twitter
questions.
Space?
It's Twitter space, but
Twitter Space. Oh.
the whatever the Twitter chat space they have, but somebody had to bring it up. JayZ, how you feel about yourself in the verses? Who can go against you? What do you expect him to say? He's like, respectfully, nobody can go against me.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned him doing a freestyle, and then even the thought of bringing Beyonce in the crowd or whatever, Beyonce in the stage, we shut it down.
Dude.
And it just got the
Done.
whole America in the frenzy about this. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, obviously, I'm New York biased. I'm gonna agree with him. But there are some artists I think could compete, like Busta Rhymes. I
Bro,
think
you
Snoop
had
Dogg.
people mad on your post.
Yeah, I put it
bro.
out
You
there.
had people mad.
Oh, I just wanted to highlight that his catalog, JayZ's catalog, is something ridiculous. So like,
It really
you
is.
just got to
bro.
know that before you do these comparisons. But I'm not saying like nobody can compete against him. Obviously, people from New York were gonna think that way.
Yeah.
There's literally nobody because that's just how we are. And other places around America, it's the same thing about respective artists. Like the South didn't bump Hove as much as New York did. Obviously not, and the West didn't. The West Coast, we didn't bump Snoop. Well, we actually did, but
I'm about to say, I thought
West Coast really,
New York
really
loved
did.
Snoop.
yeah, but New York really, really did. So there's some artists, but people are just dragging it.
I mean,
too much.
Like as an artist or like an athlete or something like that, like I don't think just showing that confidence is like a negative, but people always want to make a headline out of it. Like if an athlete is asked if they're going to make the Super Bowl, oh, of course we're going to.
You have to say
it's
that.
Like you have to say it. It's a show of confidence. Like he's so.
What are you here
confident
for?
in
If that's not what you're aspiring to do, then what do you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
what are you doing
why
this
are you
for?
really doing this if you don't think you're the greatest of all time?
Facts.
Man.
Like, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, and I was looking at the catalog that you put up, bro, and it's
Bro, I
honestly
just
kind
seen
of insane.
Listen, I just put up 10 songs that were notable songs, but they're not even his best songs. Just
Yeah,
to
that's
give
what
you
I'm
an idea.
saying.
So
Like, it's
it
kinda
doesn't
crazy.
mean I wouldn't say, on one end I wouldn't say nobody can compare to this dude because that's, art's subjective. But at the other end, you got to respect his catalog. So people were doing extremes on both sides,
Yeah, I don't think, I'm going to be honest, bro. I don't think Eminem would, especially in New York, if this was New York of all places, Eminem's getting washed, bro. Like JayZ, bro. Like people fucking love JayZ, bro. And like people were putting like Eminem.
The crazy thing is Eminem is one of the better rappers that's ever lived.
Yes, facts.
But his catalog, especially the majority of the early joints, we were teenagers, we were younger when we heard the shits. And so them shits resonated to us differently. Like, it's like, oh shit, this is dope as hell. And it's like, who was edgy. Like, oh shit, I'm grown.
That's so true,
You
bro.
felt mad
Like,
grown listening to Eminem. It's like, it's weird. It's like there's a period of time where I think like everything was revolved around Eminem. You had Old School and like American Pie and all them shits where
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you start
Like
watching
late
them
90s,
movies as
yeah.
a teen
Oh,
with Eminem going crazy. It was like I'll link it to that period of time. It's like, and I was just verging into being a teenager and adolescent. So it doesn't hit the same way as a grown person. Like
yeah,
a lot of the
facts,
shit we saying back then, I'm like, what are you talking about? But then
bro.
back then we thought it was the most amazing thing ever. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why
that's
he needs to get
facts.
his respect on that regard. But like, if you're gonna compare him to JayZ and other people whose content matter
Yeah.
still like resonates and hits, you know, similar to how you did before, then that's an advantage.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
it's
Doesn't
kind
mean
of
that
hard.
Eminem's trash. I'm not.
No, it doesn't mean
He's
Eminem's trash. I
trash.
No,
just think you get
JayZ
more
and
from
doesn't
Eminem
him.
are top tier, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're top tier artists. Like, I personally think that if there was to go against somebody, I think Nas would be pretty good.
You would be. I mean, obviously,
Especially New York,
they
too.
win it. I mean, they went at it, and arguably, this is still debated to this day. Who won that
Yeah,
piece?
it's still
that
debated.
Ether, bro, man.
Ether
That's
is still
so
unmatched.
untouchable. That's
Yep.
that's untouchable.
That's still a barbershop conversation here, and that will never end.
That would never end.
People are gonna be like, Ether killed him. Nah, Takeover.
Take
Did it.
over. I always hear take
Nah,
over.
but Jay won the war. Nah, Nas did. It's hip hop.
And
It's
then,
almost a
yeah,
waste of time at this point.
Okay.
it really is, though.
So let me get my notes ready. I'm about to be like Skip Bayless on Undisputed. I personally, and maybe I'm from the South, I don't know. I am not a huge fan of JC. I do like
Right.
a couple of his songs.
JC.
I do understand why he's loved. I do. Me personally, I see him as a mid-tier musician, but a god-tier businessman. I believe God put him at more as a businessman than musician. Music is just what got him to the business aspect of it. Am I mad that he said that? Hell no. Because in New York, they treat him like a god.
Yeah,
God, right there.
So
Ain't nobody.
I'm not hating on his clout. I'm not hating on his collection. I'm not hating on his personal life, all the rumors, all the stories, the headlines. The man makes his money, and I'm proud as fuck that he does. I'm jealous that he's making money like that. But do I think personally that he's untouchable? No, by far.
No.
I do believe there are plenty of artists that I'm not going to say will destroy him. I'm going to say will compete with him. But is he untouchable?
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
by far. And I'm going to say something that's probably unpopular. In the Z household, JayZ is not the best musician in that house.
Yeah. You can say that. That's what it said.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
I'm talking about Beyonce.
Yeah.
You can say that, but nobody wants to have that conversation.
Exactly.
You can't say that.
Now, would it be a really good versus? Yes. Because you have, so they've had legends throughout this versus stuff. You know, Bone Thugs, and some people ain't going to admit this, but
we didn't even talk about that when that happened. Bone Thugs versus 3-6 Mafia. We didn't even talk about that. But then you
got who's the other guy from New York? Oh my God. We listen to him all the time. He got destroyed.
And Dipset.
No, he got destroyed by fucking 50 Cent and Eminem. Oh my God. Ja Rule. Ja Rule is in his own
baby.
Yeah. He could have been.
I don't know what they were thinking when they put Fat Joe up against him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the Ja Rule had so many fucking hits.
Fat Joe is not a legend. I'm sorry. But JayZ, compared to all the other people that's been on there, is on top of the legend food chain. I mean, to me, that's something like that would be beneath him, the verses, because
it is.
JayZ's so far up here. Bone Thugs and Army and all them, they're from the past. They're not relevant.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
They're not relevant out here.
I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm not talking shit to anybody that's been on there. I love most of those people that was on there.
Yeah.
But to somebody who's so relevant and so big, that's like Lil Wayne going on Wild and Out. Like, why would you do that? That's beneath you.
It could only hurt his image, you know?
I think so, because what happens if the crowd somehow they do put him up against, say, Nas or somebody, and he loses. Now, that's not going to hurt him financially, but it will hurt. I think it will hurt his reputation a little bit. Not that he gives a shit. He's making his money. He's big in the NBA and
he's up billions.
Yeah, ain't nobody touching him, no matter how. He could get destroyed and still go and wake up the next day. Shit, I'm living my life. I don't care.
Right.
But
I think Kanye and JayZ would be a good matchup too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just and even in a friendly, well, obviously,
in a friendly way.
Want it in a friendly way. We want blood, but
yeah, we want blood, but I mean, it would still be pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's, I think everybody could agree. Hope is, as far as like in the rapping world, he is
a mogul at this point. Yeah,
the top tier. Just even if you don't like Hope, which Reasonable Doubt, one of my top tier albums, one of the greatest albums in my opinion. I really love that album.
Easy. Yes.
And like,
name the best song on that album for your opinion.
Can I Live? I really love Can I Live.
Well, that depends on how you feel about yourself right now.
Yeah, it really does. It varies.
Yeah.
Depending on how you feel in the situation.
But
hell yeah.
Can I Live is one of my favorite songs. It's so good.
I don't want to play devil's advocate because I definitely respect.
Go ahead.
I definitely respect JayZ. I mean, he's definitely like a top 10 like rap artist of all time. I probably can't name as much of his catalog as you guys can, but like one of the songs that like I listen to quite a bit, Renegade featuring.
Renegade is a good song.
Now people are saying that JayZ is untouchable.
No. Eminem got him on that verse.
100%. But he did good though. He did good.
Oh, yeah.
JayZ was not trash on that song whatsoever.
Eminem killed him on that.
But Eminem and people talk about that.
He killed him on that Renegade.
And like,
easily.
I mean, whenever you let a feature come through and do that kind of damage, like it's almost like what Lil Baby's doing right now. It's like coming through on the features and just like taking over the song. It's like
that's true.
I'm not gonna say that hurts your image, but
it's a demerit
in terms of like who's the alpha. It's like. I don't. It's so hard because there's such top tier artists, and I don't even like to put artists up against each other like that in that versus format. But I think Eminem has definitely shown that like when it comes to like one-on-one, like he really can't be touched. And I'm not saying JayZ would beat him. I'm not saying Eminem would beat him, but it's just like I'm just putting that out there. It's just interesting. It's an interesting dynamic.
And you're right because you got people like Eminem and Lil Wayne back in the early 2000s, like they were on so many features and they took over the songs. JayZ was never one. Now, JayZ had his hits. He was never much of a, hey, I'm going to go on somebody's song and take over that shit. Now, that's
not as much as they were. Right.
Yeah, that's not saying anything against it.
Yeah.
But you got Eminem and Lil Wayne. Those two were on feature after feature. Like, they were
just made it their songs.
Yeah.
They literally just made it their songs at that point.
And that's just a different style,
Yeah.
Damn it! Why is Drake coming on my song? I don't want him to be here.
But you're gonna have a good chance of getting a Grammy.
That's true.
Facts.
True.
Yes,
bro. Yeah.
Oh man,
but
I forgot to put something in here.
I hate to cut the conversation my end, but I gotta get going. But
you're good,
before I do a quick plug, shout out. I got a new album out. 1-800 Huge Flex is on Bandcamp. Just look up Rice CK on Bandcamp. It's out there now. Check that out. Check out my YouTube. And happy holidays, everybody. Be safe.
Merry Christmas,
enjoy.
brother.
Thanks.
Happy holidays, my man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Love you guys.
You coming through. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Take care, my man.
All right. Take care, man.
Peace.
Deuces.
It's always so awkward for a second, though. Like that, like
you basically have to tell everybody you're leaving. So
like you're leaving, like, hey, I'm dipping out the party,
Well, I've always preferred threesomes over foursomes, so.
Oh my god, this guy.
As much as I'm gonna miss them, I like my threesomes.
This guy.
So.
Yeah. What was it? So there is, I guess you could, for pun's sake, an elephant in the room. I guess you could say. And it's something that, what was it? I haven't really addressed. It's not something I was planning on addressing and everything. I was reading a book, and I was just like, you know what? This makes sense. Oh, he left for a second. He'll be right back. Anyway, doesn't matter. What was it? So he'll be right back. That's why I said it doesn't matter. Not that he doesn't matter, but you know what I'm saying. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of address like what was it like why my former co-hosts aren't here. And it is something because as Kenny's coming back, coming into it, and becoming like a permanent substitute, someone that we can kind of rely on if we don't have a person available, and why we don't have those people anymore. I did kind of write something that I believe will be very useful, and I think that it's something that needs to be said because it was all in public, and I don't have any kind of animosity with these people, and
Let me
everything's
let,
civil.
let me say before you start that for the most part, the issues and the beef has been solved. So there's
Oh
no
yeah, that's what
ongoing
I was
drama
about to say.
right now. Let's get that straight right now. There's
Yeah.
no issues right now. They kissed and made up, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I didn't do that, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean. So for people
yeah,
watching who thinks, oh, maybe there's still issues. No, understand this right now. People talked it out. Hands were shaking. There is no issues right now. So
yeah. In hindsight, I kind of realized that there was a lack of communication on my part, and that I didn't actually want to be the leader per se, even though it is my podcast. I was trying to handle it as more of a brotherhood. But obviously that kind of failed, and I kind of realized that, the past few weeks I should have just been the leader all along. You know what I mean? I just wasn't trying to have any kind of power over everybody. The only thing I wanted to be like was, hey, come through, and we're gonna have a good time. That's all I was trying to do. So I feel like since what was it? It happened public. I'm just gonna say it publicly. And I do want to move on from this situation because there are people who what was it? There are people who kind of were doing their own public thing, and we'll get into that later. I just wanted to go ahead draw out a quick timeline because that's what I was actually making this whole time earlier. So I would say I think that first that this started happening was with King Jackson and his wife. Now that they're the issue, this is just when it started happening. I helped make a video and I helped edit the video. They didn't care for my editing. Retro and I actually worked on it for hours and days, and I was only using my hands on an iPhone because software just did not work for it. The Adobe Premiere software that I used, they didn't like it and basically said it was trash. Because I didn't have them come in and help edit. But what am I supposed to do? Kind of like show it on the screen and like have it like that? It was just I couldn't really do too much in that situation. I was like, we can just do something later. You know what I mean? Like another video at another time. But this is just a good video to just put out. You know what I mean? So basically, his wife kind of just got mad and just quit the podcast. Afterwards, time goes on, and we get an article about being a podcast to look out for. This kind of was my initial notice of like people acting a bit different, people wanting to do more stuff, like more producer stuff like that, which is cool, but it's not stuff that we needed because Retro was already the producer at that time. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm wrong on that, right? He already made himself kind of the producer, stuff like that.
yes,
In the meantime, I tried to kind of patch up the relationship between Jackson and myself. I'd help him with stuff like that. Eventually, a few months later go by, and Kat, King Jackson's wife, wants to come back. I originally said that, I don't think it would be a problem, but it's also what was it? I also at the time wanted to, I kind of moved forward. It was a few more months afterwards, and I was like, well, I think it should be a group decision. And I was looking at the votes, and I was trying to like not cause any drama between Jackson and the group. It just was looking very negative on the votes. So I took it as an executive decision to not bring her back. So I just took all the heat, unfortunately. But I felt like that was one of my first like real leadership decisions. It kind of sucked that I was put in that, but I didn't want to, get heat on the podcast, I guess you could say. Afterwards, Jackson quit the podcast because of the personal issues going on and between me and his wife. I told him I respect the decision because I understand you got to keep, what is it? What did you say, King G? It was like something in the household. Oh,
He's
keep
got,
peace in the household.
yeah, he's got to keep peace in his own household, in his marriage. He's got to put his marriage before the podcast. And
Oh yeah, understandably.
Yes,
Understandably. You know, and then so I was like, okay, whatever. I understand, not in a bad way I was saying that, but going forward. Scoob talks about bringing a guest on. I want, and I was like, okay, she's a marketing lady for the Power Rangers. That's pretty cool. Whatever, you know what I mean? So there was a chat that was formed in this, by the way, and I don't check this chat at all. Like, it got to the point where there was just so many memes and just stuff like that, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't really need to check this chat. Um, Fast forward, Retro and I have some discussions because we feel like the podcast is becoming stale. Members are showing up late or not at all at times, stuff like that. I noticed also that Scoop starts to act a bit distant, like looking at the videos and stuff like that. And you can kind of go back in those and see. But after that, eventually it comes to the point where King G's father passes away. It was something very, very hurtful, obviously, for him as well as me, because that's my brother. You know what I mean? That's my real life brother right there. His family's my family, love and care about them, of course. So I noticed that my mental health starts kind of declining rapidly because he can tell I'm very angry, very just pissed off. So I canceled the show a day or two in advance with the guests coming onto the show, and obviously Scoob gets angry. He quits the show and he goes out with kind of a flare, like, hate the lack of communication and the unprofessionalism, which, Akeem also talks about unprofessionalism, stuff like that, and gets angry as well, which I don't understand. And I still don't really quite understand because I think that I would be the most professional. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's besides the point. Um, and King G's telling me to look at the chat because it's going crazy. Retro gives me a call and he's just pissed off about, obviously we canceled it. He was doing a lot of research and stuff like that because that's just what he does. He was a good producer, stuff like that. And, I think what really set him off was I was like, well, Scoop's not under contract, nor is anybody else. And if they do want to leave, that is up to them. You know what I mean? And I think maybe it's because I didn't fight back for them. You know what I mean? Like, and you can't really force people to stay on a show if they don't want to be on it. You know what I mean? And I wasn't about to be like, I guess not like, please come back. You know what I mean? I really need you because I've never been that type of person. You know what I mean? Like the show always goes on, and I think that's been I think that's almost a motto.
yes.
Like
Every time there was an issue, somebody, one of the guests would cancel. Somebody would say, "Hey, I got an issue. I can't show up." We would always say, "Hey, the show has to go on." That was always the thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to like want to it's always been just hard for me to like want people to be around. Like if they don't want to be around, I'm not gonna be angry that they're not there, I guess you could say. Appreciate the times, all that stuff. I think that's where he got kind of pissed off at me. But overall, we've made up. Me and Retro made up like right after. We talked, we did some more talking, and we're good. And maybe we'll collaborate in the future. But anyway, so me and King G talk about everything that's happening and agree that we don't know where the actual anger is coming from. And this could be what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to sound like I'm creating drama when I say this, but I felt like people were kind of talking behind my back, like almost like a pillow talk kind of vibe, I guess you could say. So afterwards, I see Jackson says I'm free on his Twitter and unfollows me. He claims he didn't do it, but I seen it, so you know what I mean?
Now, mind you, this is like a month after he quit the show.
Yeah, about a month. Thank you. Afterwards, I just go ahead and kind of block Scoob and Jackson. I don't deal with drama, dude. I don't really like dealing with drama, especially now. Like now, like I'm just, that's why I'm just going ahead and putting it out there like that, because I'm just calling it a day. I really don't want to discuss it after we're all done. That's it. And then I notice I get a message from Akeem's wife. It was just out of nowhere, really. And basically, it's a lot of backhanded compliments, and she tells me to grow up. Like, so I just go ahead, block him and his wife because I'm not, about to be told to grow up when I'm 20. At that time, I was like 27. It's just really random, really strange, and it's just really weird. So I think that I thought that this was over, bro. I thought that this was all done. And then a few months later, it's the week of Thanksgiving, and Jackson just puts out a very, you know, just a very just bad vibe message, which it just kind of sounds like, we had some good times. This could have gone somewhere, but there's just wolves in sheep's clothing. There's two of them, and he just says that's why I quit the podcast and stuff like that. I could be messing it up, but basically there is just that. That's the main premise of it. Anyway, Scoob shares the post and starts talking shit about like basically me, my religion, and just says it's on site. It comes back to me because obviously we have mutuals. You know what I mean? We have mutuals, so it was gonna come back to me. Yeah, basically I replied with that, and I was talking shit and said I don't know why you're gossiping, shit like that. Jackson hits my phone. We talk. We squash it. He was bringing up a lot of old stuff, and I think King G even agreed with that. There was a lot of old stuff. But yeah, we kind of just squash it because I can't do anything about the past. You got to kind of move forward. You know what I mean? Can't do anything about that. And then Scoob hits my line trying to I showed the text messages to King G and everything, and it was kind of funny because it was like he tried to intimidate me, I guess you could say. But I have always been the person that intimidates people. You can't do that to me. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. So afterwards, he comes to my house. Definitely would have, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that ever. Like go to people's houses. You just never know what people can do. Anyways, we fight. I get the better of him, but we called it a day. We shook hands, like real fighting, real man shit, and it squashed. And then later on, Retro calls my phone saying, "What the fuck are y'all motherfuckers doing that all day?" And it was a crazy day. But the point of the story is that, since everything was made public, I'm putting the whole actual truth public. And it's not just my side. It's stuff that I can confirm with King G. It's stuff that I can confirm with Retro. It's stuff that can be confirmed anywhere throughout all this. Like, there might be little minor things that were missed that I just, didn't know at the time. But overall, this is a pretty well-made timeline of the whole situation. And, I just want to go ahead. We're going to move forward because Kenny is going to be a perma sub on here, and I want people to know that it's not that it's not that I didn't want them to come on or like I just got rid of them or something like that. It was just personal issues, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't have any issues with anybody. I'm moving forward. They're moving forward with their lives. It's good to see that they're moving forward. Stuff like that. Maybe me and Retro can do something. I don't know. But I just kind of put that all out there. And, like I said, there's always my truth, their truth, but I always love to give the whole truth because there's not going to be any, disagreements on that. But anyway, yeah, that's really what I wanted to say. I wanted to go ahead, clarify, because people don't know exactly how this happened or, where they are at or anything like that. You know, I got love for everybody, and that's really it. And I think, you know, what do you think, King G? Did I really like leave out anything?
Just it, it was a situation that should have never escalated to the way it did. Um, there was not issues. There was faults on everybody's side. Um, I've told Nick, I've been accused. Obviously, Nick is my best friend, my brother. My family, his family, his. So I will always have Nick's back. That is a undisputable truth. But I will always tell Nick the truth, whether he wants it or not. I understand why they're upset. Nick was going through issues with me because my pops had just passed away. When he gets in those, we'll say moods, depressions, when he's trying to work on his mental health, he kind of stays to himself because that's how he works best and gets himself back to good. And
Right.
so I was trying to message on his behalf because we talked about everything. And I told him, you should have messaged them, and I understand why they're mad. However, I do not, the way they was mad and what they were saying was extreme. It was too far. They shouldn't have been that mad. Like I said, I understand being upset. Cool, you have a right to be, but for what was said, should not have been said. So it escalated too much. It's everybody's faults, mine included. Nick did the best he can in a situation where you have everybody ganging up on you. When you have
Yeah.
3 or 4 people ganging up on you, it's hard to play the bigger man because, I got 3 or 4 people literally sitting here talking about me, and you want me to be the bigger man and keep my mouth shut. So I thought Nick handled it really well. He sent a message in the chat saying, "Hey, I apologize," because he did apologize. Let me tell you that right now. He apologized to everybody and said, "Hey, if anybody wants to speak to me one-on-one, call me, message me, Facebook me, whatever." So he did reach out to try to solve it. But at the
Yeah,
time,
before it escalated.
before it escalated, but at the time, everybody's tempers, and I mean everybody's tempers was too high, and there was not going to be no civil conversation at the time. So I am glad it is solved. Nick got the gist of it. That you didn't you left out a couple like small details, but for the overall, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it might be like small little details and stuff that I
yes,
might have left out.
but the moral of the story is, and what I'm trying to say is, Nick did the best he can. He did what he thought was right. People at the time did not want to listen. They was angry, mad. They did what I would say was some shisty shit. Having your spouse, having somebody else talk shit to him for you, I think was extremely childish and wrong. I am glad that everything is solved now. I'm glad there are no issues. But what Nick said is what happened. Um, I don't know if it'll ever be the same. I don't know if there's going to be guests. I don't know. We can only because we need to make sure that everybody is completely healed before there's any talks of any kind of collaboration.
Yeah.
Nick puts a lot into his content creation. He does. He puts a lot into his podcast. He puts a lot into his videos, his reactions, his gamings. He does a lot of effort. So I just want to let you know, bro. I respect what you do, and keep doing what you do, baby.
I appreciate that, my man. Thank you.
Mm.
Appreciate that. And you know, like again, I'm doing this like, you know, because I want everything to be done. Like if this is the last podcast of the year, I don't know if it is. I think it might be. But it just depends if we can get everybody on the 30th. I don't know. But I would rather go ahead and make sure that this is all just set out. So that way, future podcasts, everything else, there's, you know, because we're going to go into a new season because I kind of want this season to kind of be over because it was a hard transition between everybody leaving, getting Risey, and then now Kenny as a perma sub, you know. doing that stuff, and I'd rather start with a nice, fresh, clean slate than anything else. And and Kenny, it's kind of awkward, but it's also something that needed to be said because I don't want people to feel like they're what was it like you're just coming out of nowhere, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
But
all up,
yeah.
bro. I felt like you handled it respectfully and like you didn't say anything derogatory, man. That's the thing. It's just,
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they were, being like they're bitches or anything like that. I got love for them. It's all civil, and I don't really have any problems at all.
Yeah.
Like everything's kind of solved at this point. Like, you know, but yeah, it was, I guess like the fight was kind of a highlight of Thanksgiving. It was pretty funny. And like the memes that were happening between me and King G's family and all that stuff was pretty good.
That was fun.
It was just fun. It was just fun.
It was fun.
But yeah, like I said, tried to handle things to the best of the situation, and also happy holidays to you as well, Flank. But yeah,
Christmas.
Merry
Yeah, Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you
Kwanzaa.
celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa.
All the holidays.
anyway-
That's why we say happy holidays, man. It's just
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of holidays. I mean, Christmas obviously being the best one, but it's okay. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to celebrate different stuff. Nah, but in all seriousness, I did want to go ahead because, like I said, we're going into a new year. We're ending the podcast season. If it does happen on the 30th or whatever, then it happens. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming through, hanging out with your boy, King G. Let them know where you're at.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans at the Real King G100. You can also catch me on TikTok. We're about to, the past 5 or 6 months have been hectic. Pop's dying, getting married, so I haven't really had time to make videos. But we're about to get back on it. We're about to have a lot of fun. And like Nick said, just like the weather, people's life changed like seasons too. So let's get into a new season, happier season, and a merrier season. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday, guys.
Well said.
And then, what was it? Kenny, let them know where they can find you at if you do want them to find you. I don't know if you do.
No, on Instagram, ZenMasterKen, all together, one word. Find me Fort Worth, Texas. Still doing my thing here in med school, so just learning.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
it changed.
Don't
It
solicit me
changed
for
my
medical advice quite yet.
bad.
Yes.
He said, "Wait a
Already.
second! Don't come out of nowhere."
But
I made
thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope to see you soon.
Hey,
Yeah,
it was fun
appreciate
having you
it.
on, man. Liked it.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
can you let us out with a guitar solo real quick?
What the fuck?
And y'all know where to find me at Nikolai Capone, and just anywhere, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Anyway,
Walking down the street with my dog. I'm homeless, trying to get me a job. What am I gonna do? It's snowing and raining. I need a house so I can start slaying.
that's called motherfucking bars. Anyway, we are out.
What's up, Chico?
Thank y'all.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy
Hey, Merry
holidays. We
Christmas.
out. Merry Christmas. Peace.
Deuces.